Hey guys, it's me. Okay, I felt like doing this little quick video. It's kind of a gardening kind of video. I know it's only the end of January, so spring hasn't exactly came yet, but my husband and I are getting really excited for spring because we're completely sick of winter. We're not winter people, as you know, and I thought I'd make this quick little video because we went out to the co-op today and got a few things for our garden that we're looking to make this coming spring. We won't be able to start it till late March, early April, but we can actually do a few things right now, which I'm going to go over to kind of prepare for the garden, because we're going to be doing a complete vegetable garden. He calls it a square foot garden, which is just simple little square foot plots that you do. But these are just a few tips if let's say you don't have a big backyard that you can do gardening. These are also a couple things that you can do indoors as well if you just want to kind of get some of the benefits of gardening, or aspects of it, I guess, to just kind of, try your green thumb out. Basically, I know this isn't exactly like, I didn't grow these or anything. I actually bought these flowers today, and I know they look a little bit rough. The stems do. They were only like $3 for the 4 of them. So they're not the crazy nicest flowers ever, but they're just for my table, so they don't have to be anything extravagant. If you can't do an outdoor garden, which obviously growing flowers is not something that I've ever done personally, I only ever do vegetables. I've had a bell pepper garden before, a small one, and a tomato. So that's pretty much what I usually do, which actually I'm going to go over that in a second. But this is just, if you can't do the garden, the big extravagant one, let's say you're in an apartment or something, fresh flowers is always nice to have indoors. I'm an avid fresh flower person. I love to have them in my living room. It just brightens up the house, especially during the winter. Whenever it's dreary, I have another video on how to liven up your house, which I include flowers and plants and things, and like a little bonsai tree. But this is a good idea, and a trick to getting your flowers to last longer, at least I found, is 2 things. Whenever you get your flowers, you can go anywhere, Walmart, Walgreens even has them, I think, at the checkout. Wherever you are, just go get some cheap little flowers. Just pick out whichever ones you like, and whenever you get them home, they always come with, in these plastic containers, or plastic wrappers usually, and they come with like these little, I don't even know the name of this, but it's just like these little seeds. They're little cheap crystal, to kind of make your flowers liven up and grow. Honestly, I usually don't use these. My method usually makes them fine, but you can put this in there. I wouldn't put the whole pack. I think that's a bit harsh. And plus, I'm more of an organic person myself, so I usually don't put anything in my flowers. But basically, and my grandma actually puts an aspirin. She puts an aspirin in her vase with her flowers, and she swears by it that it livens them up and makes them live a long time. I don't know. I don't do that myself. But with flowers, like I said, you don't have to be super organic because, you're not going to eat them, so it doesn't really matter. But me, myself, I just do this. Whenever you go to trim your flowers down for your vase, which obviously, like these are going to be way too long for my vase, as you can see. I've already got a couple trimmed, and they're in there, and I obviously took off all these dead stems here. But when you go to trim it, you just get your length, and then you're going to take your knife, and instead of cutting flat like this, cut it at an angle. That's going to help them to suck up the water a lot easier. So that's what I always do. I cut them at an angle, and I actually had some of these inexpensive yellow flowers. They lasted me 2.5 weeks, and that's amazing. They didn't even start wilting, literally 2.5 weeks, and that's just by cutting them at an angle. And also, my second tip for flowers and vases, do not fill your water all the way up. You're going to drown your flowers, especially if you have so few. Like, these are only going to be 4 in a very, very, very thin vase. I leave my water really low. As you can see, I only filled it up about that much, maybe 4 inches, if that, and this is a tall, skinny vase. So that's my second tip, and that's just for these flowers. Now, if you want to grow something smaller, like maybe in a little potted of some sort, you could do this option. I actually got these at Target. They were $1 a piece. If you don't have a Target, or your Target doesn't sell these, you can go anywhere, I'm sure, and just get like a little potted something about this size. They have little terracotta pots that actually come this size at Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever your co-op or whatever you have. And you can get these little bitty flowers. Now, the 2 I have here were $1, like I said. And this one is a forget-me-not, which is just like a little blue flower. These have everything in there. It comes with this little brown thing that you water, and the mulch kind of pops up, and it comes with the seeds as well as this one. Excuse me, Milo's going crazy. And this one is sweet basil. If you wanted to grow basil leaves, this just happens to be the only 2 they had, so I got both of them. This is sweet basil for basil. So yes, you can do those, and those are quick and easy. You just put your little seeds in there, and you water it, and when it gets a little bit bigger, you're supposed to transport it to another pot. And you can do that, just transfer it, and that's fine. These are the seeds that it comes with, just these little packs. So that's a cheap and easy way to do it. Both of these are. Now, the little bit more expensive route is the actual garden. As you can see here, I've bought a bunch of seeds. We actually went today and got all of these except for the bell pepper I've had. We went and got these. Now, the reason I picked these particular ones is all of these are the ones that you have to start in a pot indoors for about 8 weeks prior to putting them out in your garden. Now, these particular seeds, this is a herb. These two, lavender and mint herbs, these are for personal use. These are not going to be outside. These will be strictly indoor, maybe on the porch or in a window. So we can kind of set those aside. But these right here are all seeds that I picked for my garden that we're going to do come April, that you have to start indoors. Now, the pumpkins are just for fun. They're going to be for fall, so really I can't even start those till like April. But these three right here, you have to, it'll tell you on the back when you go to get your seeds, they have a period, if you can see, hold on, it might focus, I don't know, hold on. Yes, when you look on the back of the seeds, it tells you what region you're in and when you can start your garden. Mine is, this one says it's March to May for bell peppers. That's when I would have to plant them. The onion is, I believe, March to April. And then I think this one's March to April too. But basically, you have to put these in a small indoor pot setting where you can just do it really quick and leave it indoors for 8 weeks, water it, tend to it, and then once it gets about 3 or 4 inches tall, I believe, then you can transport it into your outdoor garden. So this one we're gonna be doing these 3 in these little pots here. You can get these at Home Depot. That's where my husband got them. They're really little, and they actually have these little soil blocks, which you just wet them and they grow. It's kind of like Eco Earth. If you have any reptile pets or hermit crabs or anything like I do, you get these little blocks of Eco Earth, and when you wet them, it like triples in size. It's amazing, and it's really handy because it's so small, but yet it